it's Janet here with remarkablycreated.com. Thank you so much for those of you who are joining me for the second time today on a Facebook Live. Things have been kind of a little crazy in my life right now between traveling for personal reasons and for pleasure as well as for business. And now with my dad getting sick and my mom's Alzheimer's, I've been literally on the road since the second week of July, and life has just been crazy, and I'm headed back out again tomorrow for 2 different trips. So I've been really kind of inconsistent in my Facebook posting, and I appreciate those of you who check in when you are able to check in and stop by and visit me and see me when we are going live. So thank you guys so much for that. What we're going to be looking at tonight is one of the items that I think is hoard worthy. In other words, something that you should be ordering on September 4th so that you don't have to deal with it being back ordered or unavailable. I am going to be showcasing my top 10 things that I think are must orders on September 4th. I featured the Advent box earlier today in a video. I've mentioned the snowman embellishments before, and that's what we're going to look at tonight. The elements that we're looking at tonight are from this catalog, the 2019 Stampin' Up! Catalog. This catalog debuts for customers to order from on September 4th. If you are a customer, somebody who does not have a demonstrator in the United States, I would love to send you one. If you are a fellow demonstrator and you have not received your copy yet, you need to reach out to Stampin' Up! And talk to them about that. They are out in the mail system, and we all know how that works. So we are going to be looking at the Let It Snow Suite from here. The Let It Snow Suite, I'm not going to show you everything, but we have this fun snowman stamp. We have this really sweet snowman punch. And my absolute favorite part of the entire set are these amazing embellishments. It's in this sweet little box that they all can be stored in. The box contains enough elements for you to embellish and decorate 12 snowmen. You have these sweet epoxy pieces. You've got your little carrot noses, your little wooden arms, your little eyes, and your little coal belly buttons, okay? In addition, you have 4 different colors of scarves, mittens, and hats. So we have our red, our green, which can be spruce green or garden green, kind of our real red. We've got our pretty little pink ones, our coastal cabana ones, and then we have some little snowman, kind of like little snowballs and things like that. In addition, you have this really fun sparkly, and I'll see if I hold it up here so you guys can see it, washi tape, okay? So all of that is in this little box. This is the element that I really, really think is going to be hot and you're going to want. Because not only are you going to be able to decorate the snowman from the stamp set or the snowman from the punch, wait till I show you some of the other great fun figures and stamp images from the catalog that you are going to be able to work with. So this stamp here in the stamp set does coordinate with the punch. I like to turn my punch over. The only issue with turning your punch over to punch, and trust me, I've done this enough times that it can be an issue, is that when you're squeezing like this, it is really easy to pinch this part of your hand, okay, this little webbing on your finger. So you just want to be really careful. I like turning it over so I can see my image, but you want to be careful not to grab that piece of your hand because it does hurt, guys, when it happens, trust me. So the punch does indeed cut out that image right there, and you have your little snowman. Let me move this aside for a minute. Then in the suite are also all of these amazing designer series paper. This snowman right here on the paper does indeed also coordinate with the punch. So you're going to be able to come in and you're going to be able to punch out that sweet little snowman. And the other cool thing about this sweet little snowman, let me hold him up here. He's already glittered, guys. Look at that. So for those of you who really don't like glitter and don't want to make a mess with glitter, the paper already has some glittered snowmen. So let's just have a little bit of fun here for just a second. I already have a couple of elements cut, and we're going to try to put together a little bit of a card here for you. So what I did was I have our snowman, I have our little hat, I have the greeting Merry Christmas. I went ahead and just used black again for the arms on the snowman. This is some of the designer series paper actually from that snowman kit, okay? So let me bring this in here, and I'm going to go ahead. I want to make sure I've got a lot of good coverage here. And before I put this down on the paper, this black ribbon is actually part of the Halloween suite, but I love black and red together. I think it's a really, really fun look, and it's kind of a pseudo non-traditional holiday look. So all I've done is I've folded that ribbon back, and I'm going to just hold this ribbon up a little closer so that you can see that. Isn't that fun? It's got a scalloped edge and then a flat edge. So let's go ahead and let's go and put that right down on our paper. This is the hardest part sometimes. Is, oh no, my gosh, guys, that's horrible. Let me stand up. I'm sitting down and I'm trying to watch what I'm doing on the camera. I have to look down to get it straight. So let's just look down. I'm going to stand up. There we go. Much, much better. And let's grab some of our dimensionals. We're going to put a little dimensionals here on the back of our snowman. And we'll peel those off. Just so that they are staying self-contained here as I peel them off. Normally I have a little trash can, but that also works. We've got our little snowman. We're going to put a little adhesive on his hat and put that up here. We've got his little arms. Little tip for you. I always love to give you guys little extra tips. Let's get the second arm on here for a second. And I don't happen to have one handy, but we're going to pretend like I do. So I've just kind of run that adhesive across, so that means that I've got sticky spots here. If you take your embossing buddy and you pounce on that, that's no longer going to be sticky, and you're not going to catch the back of your different pieces of elements that you want to be working with. We're going to put this across the top up here. And then if I wanted to, I could come back in here and I could add a little bit of glitter. One of the things that I've been working with, we have this new kind of snowy puff paint, and we're just going to come in here on the side of him and add a little bit of that, and we're going to let that dry. You can't really quite see it too well there. And then I just want his nose to pop, so I'm going to come in here with my Stampin' blends, and I'm just going to add a little bit of orange to his nose. So there you go. You've got a nice, quick, and easy card using the elements, and then we're bringing in some of the elements from the Halloween. So simple, quick. This is the oval was cut with our layering oval dies. Absolutely love our layering oval circles, dies, rectangles, and squares. They are essentials in your stamp collection. So before I show you other samples, let's take a look at something else here. We have two types of pizza boxes. In the annual catalog, we have our white pizza boxes. These are stampable, and they are lined, and they are food safe. In the holiday catalog, we have a gold version of that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put these together. I love that our pizza boxes technically don't need any adhesive at all. So that's kind of a fun thing for you. And let's just go ahead. You're going to fold our little pieces in. Let's just give these a little push and these a little bit of a push. And let's just put those over top. So there you go. You've got your cute little pizza box, okay? I have a piece of paper already cut from the Let It Snow suite. Look at those small little sweet snowmen. This is actually my favorite piece of paper in the entire designer paper collection. I love it, and you're going to see that in just a few seconds. So we're going to put that piece of paper on. I used our new tag topper punch. The to from is actually from the snowman stamp set. And we're going to go ahead and put that on there. I forgot my piece of ribbon, so just kind of pretend like I have that piece of ribbon. We're going to push that off to the side because we want room to write who this is to and from. And there we go. We've got his cute little hat, which kind of matches everything else going on there. And then we've got his little arms, just like that, okay, using our adhesive. And of course you'd want to put a little bow on that, but there you go. Very quick and easy little gift box to give somebody. So now let's take a look at some of the fun things. So let me real quick review with you. You've got your epoxy elements that are part of that, enough to decorate 12 snowmen. You have your glittery washi tape, and then you have your 4 different sets of felt pieces. There are 3 hats, 3 scarves, and 3 sets of mittens that are part of each one of these. So you can see here your little fun felt pieces. I find these easiest embellished, or not embellished, but added as embellishments. I like to use little glue dots when I'm doing that, okay? So those are in there, and then you have these little snowballs, just like this. So now let's take a look at a couple of other fun projects that feature those elements so you can see how much fun this suite is. Let me put this all off to the side. So first and foremost, I wanted to showcase the 4 different colors that are part of this set for you. So here we have the little snowman, no eyes, no nose or anything like that, because I wanted to kind of just keep it simple. But he does have his scarf and his hat on. I love our 6x6 Designer Series paper stacks. We have 4 different ones to pick from. Holiday Hello, just kind of keeping it, tying into the color that's on that. And then we've got some of our fun ribbon. Both of these ribbons are in the annual catalog. This is the one that I showcased earlier for you today. And if I can get up a little closer, you might be able to see that new shimmery crystal effects that I kind of put on the side of him here. Little mittens laying down beside him, Christmas cheer. And this one, indeed, I did add all of the elements, those enamel pieces, and then the polka dotted ribbon. The polka dotted ribbon I am finding as an essential ribbon for a lot of our holiday crafting. And there's also just a tiny little bit here where the 2 different papers meet. So we've got our green, we've got our Coastal Cabana, and I use spruce green. Ugh, that's a tough one to say. This one is not completely finished. A lot of times, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times I can get this far in my card making, and then the greeting, the extra finishing touches is what kicks my butt. So I just still at least wanted you to see the 4 colors showcased, and I wanted you to see how beautiful they work with our different 6x6 neutral packs and brights and subtle packs. So there's your 4 fun colors that are all part of that snowman. So let's keep looking at a few more samples. I've got actually quite a few for you. This is one that you've already seen, and I used one of our well-written words. I mixed and matched the pink. This is the new scroll folder that is part of the Halloween suite, my favorite blue. Okay. And this would be a great card, not just for Christmas or anything like that, but I put the word friend on it because there's a lot of times, even during the holiday season, that people are still having birthdays and, you know, need a little extra thought and a little love and stuff like that. So kind of pick that. And this is vellum, guys. Okay, that's that card. This one here, this one actually uses the hammered metal folder that I've been kind of like not able to put down. And if you can see it glimmering just a little bit, that's because I went ahead and I coated the embossing folder with that new Silver Delicata ink. I used the Silver Delicata ink on the heirloom frame here as well. And then in place of the black dots that are part of the snowman kit, I went ahead and used some of our new rhinestones that are coming, and I left his eyes off. I thought they were just a little bit too much. And then embossed the greeting. So just kind of a fun card there for you. So now this one you guys get to vote on. And so I'll show you one version and then we'll show you another version. So in this case, again, just simply pulling one of the elements from that snowman embellishment. This is that fun Designer Series 6x6 pack that has the gold in it. Our upcoming Moose Punch, Celebrate the Season. And in this case, he has a scarf on it. So that's version 1. And now, let me just rub the, well, but just pretend like the glue dot's not on there. And then that would be the other way. So scarf, no scarf, or scarf. Which one do you guys like? No scarf or scarf? Just let me know and you'll see pictures of both. So that's just another way to use the elements. They don't have to be used with snowmen. And remember what I said, during the holiday season, September through January, people still have birthdays, people are still getting married, they're still having babies, they're still getting sick, they still need lots of love and thinking of you. And so in our penguin set, we have this greeting that says, "You're so cool." I mean, how many teenagers do you know having birthdays that this would be kind of a fun card for? I used our glitter enamel dots. I used the Coastal Cabana scarf. That's one of the new Delicata inks. That same gingham paper that you saw before, some of our glitter paper. And now I'm ready to send a birthday card during the holiday season. So you're so cool. How much fun is that, guys? I know that scarf, right? OMG. So, so cute. So here's another one for you again. Looking at those birthdays. This is the walrus set, which I think is absolutely adorable. We use some of our different gray blends here. Here I used my Wink of Stella and a little extra glitter. And then we put one little hat on him, and ready or not, it's your birthday. Okay? And then there's the same designer series paper from that snowman set. But look at that, guys. Is that a cute birthday card for somebody celebrating in December and January? How much fun is that? And just that little extra hat. So here's another fun one, and we'll be doing a lot more for you. This is the snow globe that is in the holiday catalog. So we put the snowman underneath. We use that beautiful frosted floral. So there's a lot going on in this card, guys, okay? Absolutely a lot. We have the snowman punch. We have the scarf. We have some of the shaker things happening there for the snow globe. The base, Happy Holidays. And then we have the frosted paper. So a lot of fun happening there on that card. And then the other thing that we have happening here, little frame for you, little 4x6 frame. I used the Delicata gold inks for Capture the Memories of the Season. This greeting is from the set with the ice skate in it. We've got our little snowman. Again, I kept the eyes and everything off of it because that's really not, I didn't want like the attention on the eyes and the nose and all of that. Little scarf. And I just pulled some of the colors. And this again is from that frosted 6x6 suite. So let me give you one other little tip for you. One of the things that I love when I'm working with the snowman is I love to use, I don't know if you can see it here or not. It doesn't look like it's showing up too well. But I love to take and use that subtle embossing folder. And I like to add just a little bit of texture to that. There you go. You can see it showing up here. Because I think it just gives that snowman just that little extra. And so I've added that little texture with a subtle folder. And then one of the things about the, they're called the builder punches. I have a love-hate relationship with them. I am not going to lie, okay, guys? I have a lot of issues with the extra arms and the hats, the things like that that are punched out. So at just about 1.5 inches, if you cut your paper down, texturize it and cut it down, you can simply then just get the snowman with just a few little extras on either side. You can also take the same thing, little strip of your black cardstock just for the hat, or a little bit of the brown and put it in from the top and just get that. You don't have to punch out the whole circle. You can actually take a long narrow piece in and get just the piece that it is that you want from your punch by cutting your paper long. Now make sure that you remember to give yourself that little piece to hold on to while you're punching it so that you can pull it and you can pull it out. So again, what we've been talking about tonight is the Let It Snow bundle that's coming up that I think is going to be hot. I think that these elements in the, where did it go? The elements in the embellishment kit for the snowmen are going to be one of those things that you're going to want to order a few of. The entire kit actually makes 12 snowmen. You're going to have 3 of the shaded spruce, 3 of the Coastal Cabana, 3 of the real red, and 3 of the flirty flamingo. And you're going to have then all of the epoxy pieces, the little snowman dots, and the washi tape. So lots and lots of good stuff that are available to help you kind of build up not just snowmen, but remember, again, just as a really, really quick review, this is a snowman, yes, but your walruses, we've got our penguins, we've got our moose. I don't have the other one in front of me, but one of the other ones that I played with is the one that has like the Santa, has the whole gang together. So just lots and lots of things that you're going to be able to do with those elements, guys. So I hope that you're ready to order on September 4th. And just as a final reminder, again, I say it every video, but if you don't have a demonstrator that you work with and you do not have this catalog and idea book, you want one. And I would love to be your demonstrator and provide you with a copy, so just message me. So thanks, guys, and we'll be in touch in another week or so once I get my parents all settled. Thanks, guys.